here we have Chloe, and we are out here working on her sits and downs and a little bit of recall. So I'm going to show you how it is we're working on that. So I'm going to get her attention. Chloe, hi. I'm going to take a treat, hold it above her head. Sit. Good girl. Waiting until her butt and her front feet are on the ground or on the floor, depending on what setting we're in. I don't want it to be that she's pawing or batting at me. Down. Good girl. Then holding that treat down by her front feet when she's in a sit right now. We're going to start to work on downs from a stand too. But sometimes it's a little easier when her butt's already to the floor, just to teach her what I mean. Down. Good girl. So if she's already in a sit, that's how we do that. And then if she's standing, let's see if I can get her to stand. She's just a big snuggle bug. So if she had the choice, she would sit with me all the time. Down. Good girl. So that's it's down from a stand. So the only difference is her butt's just not already on the ground. So bring her back up into a sit. Good girl. And down. Wait until that belly is nice and flat and relaxed for a down. And when it comes to a sit, I want to make sure that butt's on the ground as well as those front feet. So sit. Good girl. Yes, good job. Positive mark words and praise throughout it. So I was saying yes, good girl as I pet her. These are just as good as treats to her down the road. So once she knows the command and I use those, it's just letting her know I appreciate her behavior. Sit. Good girl. Good sit. Good job. Down the road, sit's going to correspond with this hand gesture, and down will correspond with this hand gesture. But for right now, this is called the lure phase, and it means that I'm just getting her body into that position to associate the word with it. Sit. Good girl. We'll slowly phase out of the lure phase. Sit. Down. Good girl. Just like that. A little treat on her nose. There we go. Good girl. She is very, very praise motivated as well as food motivated, so I like to use both. So this way down the road, it'll be a little easier to kind of wean her from always having treats to where it's like, we can just use praise today. Sit. Because you're not going to want it to be that you always have to have treats sit with you. Oh, and so she didn't do it. She didn't get the treat. She just wants to snuggle. This is all she wants to do all the time. So we got to work right now. Ready? Keep that focus. Hi, what are you doing? So, in this moment, I'm just going to give her a recall. Get her to look at me. Chloe! Hi! Come! Good girl. So once she looked at me, I said her name and gave her that come command and praise. Good girl. Good job. So we'll work on some recall real quick while she's kind of adventuring around. Chloe, come! So I wait till she looks at me and I give her the come command. Good girl. Good girl. Give her a treat. I'm going to call her back again. Chloe, come. Okay, wait it out. I'm not repeating that command. Yes, good girl. Good job. Always waiting until she looks at me to give that come command. Chloe, come. Yes. Not going to repeat the command. Wait till she gets to me so she gets praise. Good job. Good job. Yes. Good girl. Get some distance. Oh, she does love to stick close, so see if I can get some distance from her. Do a little longer distance recall. Chloe, come. Yes, good job. Again, using those positive marker words, and I say Chloe, come, because that gets it where she learns her name. That when I say Chloe, I'm acknowledging her, and the command means that she has to come up to me. So we'll do it again. Good job. Oop, oop, oop. Chloe, come. Yes, good job. Good job. Only saying that come command one time. And the reason for that is if I sit there and say any command for that matter over and over again, it just loses meaning. I want to set her up for success. So I get her to look at me. Come. Good girl. Oh, waiting until she comes up to me. Not going to chase after her. Yes, good job. Good job. She's got a little bit of the zoomies right now. Good girl. Good job. Gotta get some distance. Okay. Oh, she followed me before I got to give her the recall. Give her a second. Gonna make some noise. Get her to look at me. Bop, 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 bop. Chloe, come. Not gonna acknowledge it. Gonna wait till she comes up to me. Not going to repeat the command, maybe make some noises. Good job. Good job. Yes. Good girl. And like I was saying, we don't repeat any commands, whether it's sit, down, come command, anything. Because if I sit there and I say it over and over again, it's going to make it where it loses meaning. And the fact that she's learning what those words mean right now, it'll definitely make it harder for her to pick up that she has to follow through. So saying that command one time, if she doesn't listen, then I change my body language by getting down on her level. Chloe, come. Oh, she's going the opposite direction. Gonna wait it out. So she's kind of going over there. There's another dog. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn my back like I'm walking away from her, so she thinks maybe I'm not gonna feed into it. And once she realizes that I'm not, she should come right back over as she is right now. So just not feeding into it. If I chased her over there, she's gonna realize that I'm giving into her. Good girl, good job. Just like that. So kind of just being patient. She's young, she's excited. She sees another puppy over there. So just not feeding into those like, oh, I want to go over here behaviors. I called her this direction. So staying over here, turning my back, not feeding into it. Chloe, come. Oh, she heard a bird as he called her name. What's that? Not going to say it again. Get on her level. Now wait till she comes up to me. Good girl. If I went to her, that's going to become a habit where I'm feeding into the fact that she doesn't come right up to me. So right now, this is kind of some puppy antics. She's out here playing, so of course she's excited, got the zoomies. Good girl. And this is just how we're working on recall. So getting her to look at me. Once she's looked at me, that's when I say, Chloe, come. That's teaching her her name, that I'm acknowledging her, as well as that she has to come up to me. If she was digging at something, say she was digging over in the grass over there, I wouldn't say that come command, so I'd have her eyes looking at me. And then even if so, like when I called her and she didn't come right up to me, I either get down on her level, so I'm more appealing to her, or even as you saw when she was kind of like, oh, you're going to follow me and chase me? I walked this direction because this is safe an area to do that. This is a great thing about working at the manor here, having enough room, than me turning my back and not feeding into those habits. Now she's got a little hoof over there. She's not looking at me quite yet. Oh, she's looking around we're at a play set area right here, so. Chloe, come. So when she doesn't come up to, oh, there she goes. Oh, gonna wait it out. I can still make the noises, I just can't repeat the command. Good job, good job. Good girl. So I think she's losing a little bit of focus, which is very normal at this age. They only have attention span for probably about 10-15 minutes. So I'm going to end it on some sits and downs so I can get her to come a little closer to the camera so you can see. Chloe. Always ending on a good note. So she came up to me, ended that recall on a good note. And take that treat. Sit. Good girl. Let's see if we can do one more. Down. Good job. Good job. And the reason we always end on a good note with the recall is I want her last memory of that command to be a positive one. And the reason we end our training sessions on a sit, down, sit is because these are her strongest commands. Good job. And ending on something she's really strong with like this makes her confident with training, makes her want to come out here and train again. She found a little shaded spot. Chloe, come. Come here. So when she comes back over here, that's when I'm going to give her lots of praise. And we're going to end with that. What are you doing? Hi, so we'll end with one more sit. Good girl. And we're going to end it on that. Whether she comes over here and gets lots of praise, either way, she's going to get praise before we go back into the manor. We're going to go on a nice woods walk together because she's done great. And I want it to be that her last memory with training is a positive one. So it's why we end with a good recall, with a good strong sit. And then, of course, lots of praise at the end of this. So even though I'm not giving to her this moment because she's over there chewing on a hoof in the shade under the playground, she's going to get lots of praise, and her last memory of training will be a good one. So always ending like that. And then, of course, like I said, we're going to go for a nice little walk, and then she'll go into the manor and have some lunch. So she's doing really good with all of her training. Hi, yes you are. And maybe see if I come a little closer, she'll come right on out. Come here. don't blame her. It's a nice warm day. It's in the 80s, so I don't blame her for not wanting to get out of the shade. I'll turn the camera so you can see her. Here she is. So yeah, this is Chloe, week 2 update, and she's doing really great with her sits, down, and recall. Good job!